US President Donald Trump has hit out at Italy's Prime Minister, Giorgia Meloni, repeating his claim that she asked over and over for a picture of them together at the G7 summit this week. In a post on Truth Social, Trump also accused her of not supporting US efforts to deny Iran from obtaining or developing a nuclear weapon.
An unauthorized alert bearing a mysterious message that was sent to cell phones in several states across Brazil on Saturday morning is suspected to be the work of hackers. The Brazilian government said devices lit up with the word misanthropy 4, an alphanumeric spelling of the Portuguese word misanthropia, which in English translates to misanthropy. The final letter A was substituted with a number 4, a practice often used by hackers and termed leet speak.
Wife of Spain's Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez has been barred from travelling abroad as she prepares to face trial on corruption charges. Investigating Judge Juan Carlos Peinado issued the ruling on Saturday, ordering Sanchez's wife, Begona Gomez, to hand in her passport and appear in front of court twice per month until a verdict is issued. She is charged with embezzlement, influence peddling, corruption in business dealings, and misappropriation of funds.
At least 9 people remain in critical condition after 2 passenger trains crashed into each other and killed 1 driver near Bedford, about 56 miles, 90 kilometres north of London. British Transport Police said on Saturday that more than 80 people had received hospital treatment on Friday night after the trains collided. While Apple's new Siri AI and Apple Intelligence announcements dominated the WWDC spotlight earlier this month, the tech giant also packed iOS 27 with a number of upgrades across its everyday apps and services, including smarter bill splitting in Apple Wallet, new ways to share locations in Find My, and improved Apple Maps features. Apple introduced an improvement to Flyover, the feature that provides immersive 3D views of cities and landmarks. The feature has been refreshed with more detailed visuals and smoother navigation.
The IT Ministry on Saturday clarified that a bill seeking amendments to telecommunication laws does not propose compulsory acquisition of private land. The Pakistan Telecommunication Reorganisation Amendment, Bill 2026, which seeks changes to a 1996 Act and was tabled by IT Minister Shahza Fatima Khawaja, was approved by the National Assembly on June 11th by a majority vote. It is currently pending before the Senate Standing Committee on IT and Telecommunication, where it was referred on June 15. At least 30 people have died since the start of May in one camp for displaced civilians in northeastern Congo, a death rate that camp officials said was unprecedented, with some confirmed to have died from Ebola, in a sign the disease could be spreading fast there. It was not possible to confirm the causes of all the deaths because patients or their relatives in Kigon's camp in Bunia, the epicentre of the Ebola outbreak in Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, had until Thursday refused testing, a camp spokesperson and aid organisation Caritas said.
The Foreign Office, FO, on Saturday announced that technical-level talks, as a follow-up to the signing of the Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, will be held in Bürgenstock, Switzerland on Sunday. Thursday proved to be a red-letter day for Pakistan, as the country awoke to news of a long-awaited peace deal finally being signed between the US and Iran, heralding an end to the bitter animosity that has afflicted the Middle East and plunged the world into crisis for months.
British Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper has condemned remarks by Israel's right-wing National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir, who posted all of Lebanon must burn after 4 Israeli soldiers were killed in a Hezbollah attack. In a post on X on Friday, Cooper said the comments were horrendous and abhorrent.
Tehran Iran's supreme leader Mojtaba Khamenei's reservations about his country's interim peace deal with the United States have emboldened the country's hardline political grouping, which opposes any concessions with Washington. Iran's new supreme leader appears to have handed responsibility for the deal over to President Masoud Pezeshkian, a relative moderate who is now under fire from a more hardline camp that believes war with the US could restart soon.
A team of 9 researchers at Sina Weibo has introduced VibeThinker 3B, a compact language model that reportedly matches much larger systems from Google DeepMind, OpenAI Anthropic and DeepSeek on several reasoning schmaltz. The 3 billion parameter model scored 94.3 on AIM 2026, matching the performance range of DeepSeek v3.2, which has 671 billion parameters, and beating Gemini 3 Pro's score of 91.7.
A strike by public transport operators in Karachi will continue after talks with police broke down, the head of a transporters union said on Saturday. The wheel jam strike has been observed in the metropolis since Thursday against electronic traffic challenges, heavy fines and other regulatory measures.
2026 World Cup will have 13 different kickoff times. You can use the Al Jazeera Sport widget to find out exactly when your team is playing in your local time. Who's Spain versus Saudi Arabia? What FIFA World Cup 2026 Group H match where Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta? When? Sunday, 12 p.m. local time, 16 GMT. How to follow? We'll have all the build-up on Al Jazeera Sport from 13 GMT in advance of our live text commentary stream.
Top Ukrainian officials have said they are returning Polish awards after President Volodymyr Zelensky was stripped of Warsaw's top honor in a dispute between the Allies over World War II massacres. Zelensky's chief of staff, Kyrylo Budanov, Ukraine's ambassador to Warsaw, Vasyl Bodnar, and Foreign Minister Andriy Sybiha said on Saturday they would relinquish awards bestowed by Poland. Residents of Islamabad can now register births, marriages, deaths and divorces through the PAC ID mobile application without visiting Union Council offices, the Capital Development Authority, CDA, announced. The facility has been launched in collaboration with NAD-RR and the Metropolitan Corporation's Islamabad MCI and is available across all Union Councils in the Islamabad Capital Territory.
Solar panel prices have started declining in Lahore, with rates falling by 4,000 to Rs, 9,000 for different panel categories. According to market sources, traders attribute the decrease to the recent cut in petroleum prices and expect solar equipment to become even cheaper in the coming weeks if fuel prices remain stable.
The University of Okara has opened admissions for the fall 2026 semester under its self-support programmes. According to the admission notice, applications are being accepted for a wide range of postgraduate programmes, including PhD, MPhil, MS, MBA, Executive MBA, B.Ed and postgraduate diploma programmes. The university has stated that classes for these self-support programmes will be held on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, making them suitable for working professionals and students who want weekend-based study options. The last date to apply is 30th of June 2026. Interested candidates must apply online through the university's admission portal, as handwritten applications will not be accepted.
Researchers from Renmin University of China and Microsoft Research have introduced Arbor, a framework designed to help AI agents improve complex engineering systems through cumulative learning rather than repeated trial and error. The framework organizes hypotheses, experiments in a persistent tree. While this allows the system to learn from verified improvements and failures while making verified improvements over time. Zarai Tarakiati Bank Limited, ZTBL, has announced multiple career opportunities for experienced professionals in audit, data analytics, database administration, quality assurance and investigation. According to the advertisement, ZTBL is inviting applications from energetic and challenge-oriented professionals who have relevant banking or financial sector experience. The bank has announced a total of 18 positions, including Senior Auditor.UDIT Team Lead, Financial Data Analyst, Senior Data Analyst DBA, Internal Auditor Quality Assurance Analyst, Audit Team Member, and Investigator Inquiry Officer. 9 people remain in a critical condition following a train crash on Friday near Bedford, about 100 kilometres north of London, in which the driver of one of the services was killed. 2 passenger trains bound for London collided at around 5:15 p.m. local time, 9:15 p.m. PKT on Friday. The driver of one of the trains died at the scene.
The Iranian football team began their World Cup campaign under the shadow of a war with the United States. They soon became collateral damage in the conflict, with strict conditions on their visas to the US and other difficulties. Now, as a peace deal emerges between the US and Iran, experts have asked what this could mean for Team Melli, as the Iranian squad is known, in the tournament, although World Cup hosts have been at war with other nations at the time of tournament. And Argentina was also in the midst of the dirty war during the 1978 tournament. There has not been a single case of an organiser being embroiled in a conflict with another participant, as is the case with the US and Iran.
A German journalist who was detained in Syria has been released. Her family has confirmed. Eva Maria Michelman's brother told the DPA news agency she had arrived from Jordan on Friday, after being held since her arrest in the Syrian city of Raqqa on January 18.
Medical aid group Doctors Without Borders says conditions in the Nabatea area of southern Lebanon, which is under ongoing Israeli attacks, resemble a death trap. Israel has escalated attacks on Nabatea and other parts of southern Lebanon since midnight on Friday, ahead of planned talks in Switzerland between the United States and Iran to seal an interim peace deal. The Punjab Revenue Authority, PRA, has decided to launch a crackdown on major food chains found violating tax laws across the province. During a review meeting, PRA Chairman Moazzam Iqbal Sipra directed officials to take strict action against businesses that failed to comply with previous directives.
Vivo has launched the Y500 in Pakistan with a large 8,100 milliampere battery, a 1.5K AMOLED display and 2 storage options. The phone is available for pre-order from June 20 to June 26, while nationwide sales will begin on June 27.
Punjab University has opened registration for the second admission test for undergraduate programs for the academic year 2026-27. The test is mandatory for students seeking admission to undergraduate programs at the University of the Punjab, Lahore. As per the university's schedule, the second admission test is tentatively set for 19th of July 2026, while the last date to complete online registration is the 3 July 2026. The second test is a useful chance for students who missed the first admission test or want to improve their previous score. Candidates who appeared in the first test, held on the 14th of June 2026, can also register again, and Punjab University will consider the higher score for admission purposes.
Xiaomi has launched the Redmi A7 Pro in pack display, a 6,000 mAh battery and 2 storage options. The 4GB RAM and 64GB storage model costs $33,999, while the 4GB RAM and 128GB version is priced at others $36,999.
Government College University Faisalabad, GCUF, has opened admissions for the fall 2026-2027 session for undergraduate, graduate and postgraduate programs. According to the admission notice, online applications are invited from Pakistani nationals as well as foreign nationals for the fall semester. Admissions are available in both morning and replica programs across several faculties and departments.
Lahore, in another case of May 9 riots, an anti-terrorism court, ATC, on Saturday acquitted former Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi, while sentencing senior PTI leaders Dr. Yasmin Rashid, Omar Sarfraz Chima, Mian Mehmudur Rashid and former Senator Ijaz Chaudhry to 10-year imprisonment each. ATCI Judge Manzaza Ali Gill announced the verdict, which was reserved on Thursday. In the case registered at Mughalpura police station, the leaders were accused of attacking and burning police vehicles in the Mughalpura area during the 2023 riots.
A huge fire at a luxury beach resort in the Dominican Republic killed one woman and forced nearly 1,700 guests to be evacuated on Friday. The woman was a 46-year-old Italian tourist, the DEH Emergency Services said in a statement to local media. It added that 3 people were taken to medical facilities and 6 others were treated on site.